Hello, my name is Ryan Diaz, and I am here to give you 3 tips to help improve your public speaking skills. I learned all 3 of these tips while taking a public speaking course at Mankato State University. And once I started implementing these 3 things, I really believe I improved my speaking skills in public, all around presentation skills, and just communication skills in general. And those 3 skills are to speak slowly when you're giving a speech, to be prepared for your speech, and to kind of focus on, that way it helps you focus on other things than your speech, you don't get nervous. And then finally, one thing I notice in class especially is when someone doesn't know how to end the speech, it gets a little awkward. So I believe another important thing that I learned would be to always say thank you at the end of your speech. Now, as far as speaking slowly goes, this helped me the most, I believe, out of any of these 3 tips. That's why I put it first. Because when you speak slowly, it helps calm your nerves. I try to speak in a deeper voice as well, and that sort of calms me down. Also, I get really nervous when I'm doing a speech, and so that is one way that it has really helped me a lot, is just to slow down and really enunciate your words. Not only does it help calm you down, but speaking slowly will help the audience better understand you, and they'll better take in what you're trying to tell them. Another thing is being prepared. Being prepared helps in a lot of ways. Not only practicing your speech, but just having a good outline. I like to use an outline in front of me. That way I just have to look down. I can see what my next point is. The words are nice and big. There's not a whole block of letters on the piece of paper, and I know what I'm going to say next. And then it sounds more natural that way, other than writing it down. The other thing is, when you're more prepared, you can focus on other things than how much you hate giving a speech. So I get nervous before I give a speech, and I notice that if I'm just prepared and before my speech, I don't have to worry about giving my speech because I'm prepared and I practiced. So then I can just focus on calming my nerves and giving a good speech instead of thinking about what I'm going to have to say. And lastly, this really helped me with the end of my speech, because at the end of all my speeches prior, I never would know how to end it. I just try to think of a conclusion and try to think of a conclusion that ends the speech so people know. But really the easiest way to do this is just to say thank you. I learned saying thank you at the end of your speech is just the simplest way to let your audience know that your speech is over and they know they can begin clapping, and they know that that's the end of your speech, I guess. And it really helps with the awkwardness of not knowing when a speech is over. If you've ever had experienced that, it's really awkward for not only the presenter but the audience as well. And so those are my 3 public speaking tips that I believe you should implement in all of your speeches and presentations and communications. Thank you.